Flex 6300 for the rig. Whiskey 6, Sierra Delta, Mike.
Mike, this time over. Great signal in Nebraska. KF0OP.
Roger that. Well, thank you very much for the signal report. I appreciate it, gentlemen. Beautiful morning here in Arizona. By the way, I used to live near Austin in Round Rock, Texas.
QSL on the Austin and Round Rock, and well, there's nothing wrong with that other than too many people wanting to drive around at the same time there. Over.
Roger, I hear that. When I lived there, it was a small town. I don't even think we had a McDonald's anywhere near Round Rock.
Well, I don't know what year you was here, but boy, I tell you what, it has changed a whole bunch there. Over.
Yeah, roger that. I moved there in 1983, so it seemed like eons ago.
Well, yeah, because they rebuilt Interstate 35, and, Round Rock is grown. We got toll road that goes around us, but that's 45 North comes into Round Rock right there. So, and Mopac 1, which I think was probably around, well, it was around when you was there, because back in the 70s and 80s, delivering bridge beams over there on Mopac and 360 over Lady Bird Lake there. And take my foot off thank you there. But anyways, we're doing some soldering here, and I just I'm trying to multitask there. Over.
Roger, I'm not too good at multitasking anymore. I used to be. Well, I'm going to get out of here and let you guys continue your conversation there. I really appreciate the signal report. Good luck with Winter Field Day.
Well, for you, it's a good luck on the Winter Field Day. You're going to have everybody envious of you, probably about 60-degree temperature right now. And like I said, I'm sitting here, got an AL80, and we had a malfunction, and we replaced all our rectifier diodes, and now we're replacing all our 100 ohm 100K resistors. New ones are smaller than the old ones, but I'm testing each one of them I take out. If they're still good, I'm going to hang on to them there. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Nothing wrong with hanging on to stuff. I've got stuff that I've had for years that it's still good. Those resistors don't go bad.
Uniform. Yeah, that's one thing about it. They don't go bad. Well, we had a can capacitor failure, so, we replaced the can capacitors, and now, like I said, I'm replacing the resistors, making sure all the solder connections are good, and, that's pretty good for an old truck driver and an old jet engine mechanic playing electrician there. But anyways, I don't want to hold you up. Go ahead and, like I said, we're going to be having our net here in about 18 minutes, something in that neighborhood. And if you want, drop by. It's Air Force's Flyers Club. That's plural. We do have a website, and we're here 365. And our host today will be Brian down here at WB5DRI here in San Antonio. So if you want to swing by for a little bit, listen in. We always have a question of some kind, and whether it be aviation or something to do with just anything. But we have a group of people all around the country, and we enjoy guests dropping in, and hope to hang around for the end of the conclusion. But sometimes priorities have other ways of being got to do things. But anyways, like I said, you're more than welcome to drop in, and we start every day right at 1000 or your time is about 900 Central or Mountain Time there. So you go back and forth. It never changes in Arizona, but anyway, 9 o'clock in the morning your time, and we got some people out there in California be 8 o'clock their time. So anyways, and 1600 Zulu during the winter and 1500 during the summertime. Then our website is Air Forces Flyers, that's all plural, .club, and been around probably about 30 years there. Over.
Roger that sounds good. Well, I might just stop by and at least give a listen to y'all. Well, thanks again. 7-3, have a good one. W6SDM, we're clear.
Roger that. Whiskey 5, Papa India, X-ray, Bull Verde, Texas. Back to soldering.
WB5DRI, W4PUO.
W4PUO, WB5DRI. Good morning, Lee.
Well, good morning, Brian. I'm glad to be able to hear you this morning, and I'm standing by for your nest.
Okay, real fine, Lee. We'll put you on the list there. Good to hear you this morning.
Like yourself.
Well, good morning. Here's my neighbor south of me here, Bull Verde, W5PIX. Good morning, Brian. Yeah, good morning, Cliff. W5PIX, WB5DRI. Well, you must be on the base today, Cliff. Yes, sir, I am. I'm busy sitting here soldering on my amplifier, putting new resistors in this morning. Well, that should help. You think that's the whole problem? Well, I don't know till I put everything all back together and plug it in and see what happens. But hopefully, I think that, I think the rectifier diodes probably had one of them that was out of sync with all the rest of them there at 500 ohms there, or what resistors there are, not resistors, but what reads on rectifiers there, and but I'm taking all my resistors I'm taking out, but I'm going ahead and put new 100K back into it there, over. Yeah, roger, Cliff. That should help for sure. Once you get that rebuilt there, renewed, it should work. So anyway, hope it does the trick for you there. But good to hear you this morning, and hearing quite a few folks here on the radio already this morning. This is WB5DRI. Will be net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club net. We'll be starting up on this frequency at the top of the hour in about 10 minutes.
WB5DRI, W5AVI, you're 15 over.
Okay, very good, Joe. Thank you. W5AVI, WB5DRI. Well, you're sounding good on my radio here this morning as well, Joe.
Oh, okay, thanks for the report. W5AVI standing by for net.
Yeah, you're solid 9+ there, Joe.
Yeah, thanks.
You guys are all 20 over in Oklahoma. W6WAY, good morning, Jim. WA6LJS. Good morning, John. I don't hear you locally at all, but you're booming into SDR2. WA6LJS standing by for the Flyers net, beginning top of the hour.
5-9, John, W4PUO.
Yeah, you're a little bit better. You're about 10 over right now. W4PUO, WA6LJS. I say you're about 10 over, Lee.
Yeah. QSL, John. I'm copying you just perfect.
Yeah, I think today is field day or something, so there might be a lot of QRM starting in a little bit.
Oh, there are some folks on 292, but I think they're all right for us.
Yeah, that was a double there. What was that you, Cliff? W5PIX? Go ahead. Yes, sir. It was me. And I said they're doing winter field day today. There, we just had a station check in out of Arizona this morning. Over. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I heard. There's something about field day today. Well, it'll probably be a crowded band then. Boy, you must be home today, right, Cliff? Because you're booming in. Well, that's pretty good. The 850's doing a fine job because I'm sitting here soldering new resistors on the amplifier. So we're barefoot and on the butternut antenna right now. They're over? Yeah, you're booming in. I've still got my X-beam cranked down to 25 feet, so but it doesn't make a lot of difference in the signals, going from 40-something to 25. But I do notice the standing wave ratio difference, though, at this height. My Higgs beam is sitting on the ground. Yeah, who's that with the sitting on the ground Higgs beam? W5SBS here in Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm about 4 foot off the ground. Yeah, W5SBS in Oklahoma. You're booming in here about 5 to 10 over 9. Yeah, the Higgs beams work very good at low altitude, I tell you. When I built mine, I made a lot of contact when it was at 5 foot there. But you're booming into San Diego. San Diego, my home state. I was just out there with my boat fishing. Oh, interesting. Yeah, well, I live in Hamul, which is about 25 miles east of downtown San Diego, up in the foothills here. How's the fires? Well, they're not good. There's still one burning maybe about 30 miles from me, right by the border there. It was it was going pretty good. I haven't checked the reports yet this morning, but I don't see any smoke. And the last couple of days we saw a lot of smoke.
Boy, oh boy. I didn't mean to butt in there. I was just curious. But I love talking to people from my home place. I used to live in Pacific Beach. But I'll get out of here. Let you carry on there. Sorry for the interruption. Whiskey 5 Fox Bravo Sierra.
Yeah, Whiskey 5 Fox Bravo Sierra. Well, no interruption. We're just doing a warm-up for the Air Force Flyers Net. So if you're interested, you're welcome to stay around. At the top of the hour, the Air Force Flyers Net starts on this frequency. Over.
Roger that. Yeah. Do you remember back when they had that? It was a false landing there of the space shuttle. It was going to happen up there at Miramar.
Well, I don't really recall too much about that. Over.
Okay. Yeah, one of the disc jockeys there on the radio put it out, and on one of the FM stations, and everybody made a big beeline up there to Miramar and sit there waiting on that space shuttle to land.
Oh yeah, but it never made it there, right?
No. It was just a gimmick. Kind of like that Orson Welles deal, the end of the world thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. All right, very good. Well, stick around. The net there is going to start. The net control is in. Let's see who it is. I think it's Brian, WB5DRI, today's net control. So we'll be starting at the top of the hour. So this is WB5DRI now standing by for the Air Force Flyers Net on this frequency in about 4 minutes.
WB5DRI, W5DRI. Just go bouncing between the 9 and the 10 with the antenna down. Over.
Yeah, you're about a 9, a good solid 9 here. So I haven't noticed a whole lot of difference with the height difference with the X beam.
Yeah, you still got a good signal, and I'm pointing due east, so that makes a difference. W5DRI, standing by for net.
Okay, Joe, real good. Yeah, you're real Q5 in here. W5ABI, WA6LJS, standing by for the Air Force Flyers Net.
WA6LJS, Victor, Alpha, November,
WA6LJS, K2SJK. Yeah, good morning, Bob. K2SJP. Boy, you're not real strong. You're about an S6 right now, and that's your usual strength. Are you running the amp?
Okay, good morning, John. No, we're here in loose. We're running just the 6400, and the amplifier is not coming up. So all kinds of flex problems. So we'll run at 100 watts today.
Okay, Bob. Yeah, I don't have all the SCRs on yet, but right locally, you're just above the noise right now. I'll be standing by.
Okay, John.
We're going to run up against it.
Standing by.
K2SJP, W5PIX. Well, you almost hit me with 20 there, Bob, so you're doing all right. That's W5PIX.
Yeah, okay. Good morning to you, Uncle Clifford. You're coming in 20 over here in loose.
Well, it's not too bad for the butternut there on the ground. Everybody else talking about 4 feet. This one's on the ground, standing up the way it's supposed to be, and got some ground radios there. But anyways, hadn't even switched over on the beam, so, but I'm just saying, you're doing good for 100 watts. That's all I'm running. I'm running the 850S right now. I'm working on the resistors here for the amplifier there. So anyways, stand by. About time for Brian to start here, probably in about 2 minutes. Yeah, about 2 minutes there. So it's W5PIX, Bulverde, Texas.
Okay, Uncle Cliff, we'll be standing by for the net. K2SJP.
WB5DRI, K1DOB Brian. I'm going to be on my radio today, and John is up on Echo Link. Maybe we can get Mike or Dale or John to bring him in this morning. K1BOB, thank you, Mike.
Hey, I'm here, W5OG. I'll be glad to bring in Don.
Copy. I'll let him know, Dale. K1BOB, thank you.
And 5BE, Camp 0 OPE.
Camp 0 OPE and 5BE. Go ahead, Mike.
Good morning, Leon. You're 10 over here. Hey, go ahead and check me out. My grandkids just showed up, so I'm gonna go spend some time with them. So you guys have a good net. Camp 0 OPE.
Very well, Mike. I'll check in and check out.
Thank you.
Well, it's about that time. Good morning, everybody. This is Net Control for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net, WB5DRI Brian down here in San Antonio. I want to welcome everyone to this morning's net. This net meets on this frequency, 14.290 every day of the year, normally starting up about this time, about 10 o'clock Central Time. The Flyers Club consists of military aviation members, both active and retired, and veterans of all the military services, to include pilots, air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, missile crews, support crews, and anyone involved with military aviation from all of the air branches of all of our military services. We also very much like to welcome visitors to the net, and you don't need to be involved with the military or aviation in order to check in. Our purpose is to promote fellowship between those radio amateurs who devote a portion of their lives to support our air forces. This is a control net. We like to use the words contact, relay, check-in, or info to contact net control. We also have a very good website at www.airforcesplural.club.org. That's airforcesplural.club.org, which has a lot of good information about our net and an online application if you would like to join the group. Again, that's not necessary in order to check in. Again, my call sign is Whiskey Bravo 5, Delta Romeo India. My name is Brian, and I'm located down here in South Central Texas, in San Antonio, Texas, in the Alamo City. Our format for this net is we take check-ins and we go down the list allowing each station to give their reports, and then we go back for a second 73 round if there's time. Usually on Saturdays we have a little bit more time for the net. At this time I do have the following stations off of NetLogger. You can check in that way. You can also see a live stream of our net on YouTube with one of our members, Charlie, in Cartersville, Cartersville, Georgia, has a live stream of our net. If you type in his call sign K4YDB, that live stream will come up on YouTube. Okay, the list as I have it so far off of NetLogger and stations I've heard and talked to this morning, I have K0ZM3 Don at the top of the list. And I think my older brother, W5OG Dale, is going to bring him in. And then I have W5PU Mike, a relative up in Alba, Texas. Good morning to you also, Mike, and good morning to Dale and Don there. I also have a visitor, KC4YCF. That would be Mike over in Georgia. Good morning to you, Mike. Then there is a visitor from Oklahoma, if he's still around there. I didn't catch his name, but the call sign was Whiskey 5 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra. So good morning to you, and we'll try to get you in there if we can here at the top, towards the top of the list. Good to have you with us this morning. Then I have Mike
up in Oklahoma City, WW5ENZ. Good morning to you, Mike. Then I have W7AJN, John, on Peoria, Arizona. Good morning to you, John. Then I have our net logger N5BE. Good morning, Lee. And Lee has also graciously provided some great questions for us this morning on the net to stimulate conversation and stories. So we thank him for that. And those questions can be seen on the YouTube live stream as well. And I'll give the questions at the bottom of the list here. Then I have, good morning to you, Lee. Then I have Scott out in Pennsylvania, K3VAN. Good morning, Scott. Then I have Carl out in Sparks, Nevada, KF7GJO. Good morning, Carl. Then I have my neighbor to the north, Cliff, W5PIX. Good morning to you, Cliff. Good to hear you out there on your base there in Bulverde. Then we had KF0OPE checked in and checked out. So we'll give Mike a 73. I think his grandkids showed up there, and I completely understand. So anyway, 73 to Mike. And next on the list would be, looks like, let's see, on my list it's, let's see, I lost my place here. I have K4YDB Charlie, who's doing, again, our live stream on YouTube. Good morning to you, Charlie. And thanks for all you do there with the live stream. Then I have our commander, K1BOB Bob, up in near Boise, Idaho. Good morning to you, sir. Then I have my older brother Dale, W5OG, up in northeast Texas, close to Mineola, Texas. Good morning, Dale, and love to you and Carolyn there. Let's see. Next up would be my neighbor to the east, W4PUO Lee, who I talked to over in Belleville, Texas. So good to have you with us this morning, Lee. Then I have James, KG5PTE, up in Belton, Texas. Good morning to you, James. Then I have Joe, W5ABI, who I talked to earlier. Good morning again, Joe. He's out in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Then I have John, WA6LJS, out in Jamul, California. And I was hearing you. Good morning, John. I was hearing you well earlier on the net here. Then I have Bob, K2SJP, down in Lutz, Florida. Good to have you with us this morning, Bob. And let's see, then I have, good morning to you, Bob. Then I have Jim, W6WAY, who I also heard well this morning, out in Corona, California. Good morning, Jim. Then I have Russ, K8AF, up in Washington State. Good morning, Russ. Then I have K8YO. That would be John out down in Florida. Good morning to you as well, John. Then I have KB7LAK, Justin, over in Utah. Good morning to you, Justin. Then I have listening on the net this morning, one of our members, WB5DRI Ray, out in New Jersey. We want to recognize him and hope you get your antenna repaired there sometime soon there, Ray. We look forward to hearing you back on the net. That is the bottom of the list as I have it. Please stand by for any additional on-the-air check-ins. This is WB5DRI. Please call now. Oh, I hear somebody, but they're way down in the noise. Can anybody relay that station? John, WA6LJS, could you put out a call, please? We'll call. This is WA6LJS relaying for the Air Force Flyers Saturday morning session. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call out.
Whiskey Bravo 4 Lima Echo Sierra.
I got a Whiskey Bravo 4 Lima Echo Sierra. Did you hear that one, Brian? Yeah, I did hear him. Let me see if I can get him. Whiskey Bravo 4 Lima Echo Sierra. I think might be familiar with that call. Have you checked in before, sir?
I believe I did. I'm a new member, number 776. Located not too far from Luke, Florida, up in Inverness, Citrus County. Over.
Okay, real fine. The handle is Les, isn't it? I remember you now.
Roger. Yes, the handle is Les, and like I say, this is the first time I've checked in as a member, and only the second time I've been on the net. We've finally able to move it into our schedule here. We'll be a little more regular participant there. Over.
Okay, real fine, Les. We'll get you in there towards the top of the list there. I'll get you right after our visitors at the top here. So good to have you with us this morning, and good to have you as a member of our group. And you're about 5'7" here in San Antonio this morning, Les. Good signal. Let's get a call out from the East Coast there. Charlie, could you put out a call for us, please, sir? K4YDB, WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, K4YDB, not a problem, Brian. Let's see what I can do. This is K4YDB relaying for net control. We're looking for check-ins to the Air Force's Flyers Club net. Members or guests, please call now. I'm not hearing anything, Brian.
Okay, Charlie, thank you for that. Let's go ahead and give the questions here real quick. These questions, again, are courtesy of Lee, N5BE, up in Arlington, Texas, and he's got some good historical airline type questions this morning. The first question is, this airliner just celebrated its 10th anniversary of revenue flight. It was designed to take on a rival aircraft in the marketplace. Its striking looks and performance have won a big segment in airline fleets. Name that aircraft or that plane. Can you name it? And the possible choices are Alpha, the Boeing 787-9, Bravo, the Airbus A350, Charlie, the Boeing 777-300, Delta, the Airbus A321 XLR. I'll repeat those aircraft again. Alpha is the Boeing 787-9. Bravo is the Airbus A350. Charlie is the Boeing 777-300. Delta is the Airbus A321 XLR. Four very nice airplanes, actually. The second question, the bonus question is, Flying Tiger Airline was a U.S. flag carrier and first scheduled air freight operator. For years, it dominated military freight and passenger movements. I'm sure many of you have heard of Flying Tiger Airline. It operated from 1945 to 1989. And the question is, which airline purchased it? In other words, which airline bought Flying Tiger Airline and incorporated it into its airline? And the possible answers are Alpha, UPS, Bravo, FedEx, Charlie, Atlas, Delta, DHL. Repeat those possible answers. Alpha is UPS, Bravo is FedEx, Charlie is Atlas, Delta is DHL. And these answers are a matched pair,
So if you get the first question correct, you'll also have the second question correct because the answers are matched: Alpha, Alpha, Bravo, Bravo, etc. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Does anybody need a repeat on any of the questions? Okay, let's go ahead and start it off. Don, good morning. K0ZNC, good to have you with us this morning, Don. Hope everything is copacetic up there in Longmont. And I think Dale is going to bring you in there. K0ZNC, WB5DRI.
Okay, Don, K0ZNC, go ahead. I'll bring you in, W5OG.
Thank you, Brian, for getting on the air, and Dale for doing the simulcast. We appreciate it. This is Don, K0ZNC in Longmont, Colorado. Good morning to all the partners and to all the check-ins today. The snowy day here, it's really light snow. It's almost not snowy, but it's cool, 19 degrees currently, and I think the high, I just checked it a moment ago, it was expected to be 22 degrees for the high. But I think it's more typical of our winter weather here today. It's not near as cold as it was a week ago, but it was, minus double-digit numbers all week long. Okay, let's see. To the question. Well, I really have no idea. Put me down for Bravo, Bravo. Put me down. Maybe. I'm going to try and get back from what I'm going to be doing, or maybe be doing, and join the Echo Lake at the end, however. That's fine. And Dale, thank you for the simulcasting. And then WB5DRI via
W5OG, back to net.
Okay, Don, very, very good. K0ZNC, WB5DRI. Well, good to hear you this morning, Don. There in Longmont, and I'm glad that the weather has warmed up a little bit for you there. And, it's kind of the same down here. Well, not the same, but we're not nearly as cold as you are, of course, but we're going to be warming up here today. We're going to be up to 60, and I think our high was just above freezing at 33, so it's a much warmer day in the offing for us down here in San Antonio. But good to hear you this morning, Don. We'll try to get you in here on the 73 round if you're still around with us. And I got you down for the answer, Bravo, Bravo. Let's keep it moving here. Break with you. Let's go to Mike up in Alba, Texas, W5PU. Good morning, Mike. And love to you and Mayette and family there. You're up, sir. W5PU, WB5DRI. Mike, are you there? W5PU, you're up.
This is W5PU. So sorry, I am still as new as I can be running my dear father-in-law's W5OG's equipment. I can see that I'm transmitting now, so it's probably booming around. But again, back to you, Brian. W5DRI, good morning, sir. And to the net and all the flyers, just a pleasure being here. got to spend the day with W5OG and my wife. We ran over Barksdale Air Force Base yesterday. Had to get my ID back good to go, and we did that after spending about 45 minutes in the Welcome Center because that was a challenge, but we overcame that and had a great day and traveled safely. So again, a good day. I did want to. It'll probably show up, but I did want to add that I am now a card-carrying member. My number is 786 of the Flyers Club, so I'm happy to be a member, and again, learning much more every day. And I enjoy hearing everyone's stories and that type of thing. I do have, as usual on a Saturday, 1,000 things to do, so I'm going to be a short timer. I'm just do this and I'll jump off. But I did want to get on and say hello and report that I'm official. So I'm happy to report that. As far as the questions are concerned, it was a toss-up in my mind for all of them, but I did because I got my master's in aero, and we talked about these types of things back in the day when, well, maybe it hasn't changed, the cutthroat nature of how airlines came and went, and the CEOs, and some were good and some were pretty nasty, and it's a cutthroat business. But I do remember the FedEx to the Flying Tiger correlation, so I'm going to go backwards, and if I pick B on the second half, then I guess I'll go with the Airbus and go with Bravo. So that's all I have for today. Again, I hate to be quick, but I have about 4 projects that are pretty hot, and I have time to do them today, and I'm going to try to get on those. So my appreciation to all. Love to you, Brian, and to all the family out there, especially I may stick around, if I can stick around in the office here listening for W5OG, my father-in-law. I'll do that, but otherwise I'm going to jump off after. But a pleasure being here. W5DRI, back to you with Net, to Net Control, and to the Flyers Club. Have a fantastic day.
Okay, real fine, Mike, W5PU, WB5DRI. Well, good to hear you this morning, Mike, and thanks for checking in with us, and have a great day there. 73s to you, and congratulations on getting your member number there and joining the group there. We're glad to have you as a member, and interesting on getting your new ID card there yesterday. I saw something last time I was out of Lackland about the possibility of requiring new ID cards for a lot of folks. I'm wondering if I need to go get a new one made. Although I do have an indefinite card. But anyway, I think the Air Force they have plans to change their ID cards from time to time due to the common access card capability and the chip that's in the card. So I'm not sure what they're about right now. I'm going to have to check into that a little bit more. But great to hear you this morning, Mike, and have a great day there. Hope you get all your projects accomplished there. 73s and 88s to you guys. Break with you. Let's go. Keep it moving here. Let's go to Mike, another Mike out in Georgia, a visitor, KC4YCF. Mike, good to have you with us this morning. This is WB5DRI. You're up, sir. Okay, Mike, KC4YCF, WB5DRI. Well, very good. Good to have you with us this morning, and thank you very much for your service, Semper Fidelis. I believe you said you were in the Marine Corps. I have a little bit of QRM on my end here from the guys getting started early for the field day, the winter field day. But very good to have you with us this morning, and do come back and join us again whenever you can, Mike. We're on here every day. And I've got your answers there as Bravo, Bravo. I did hear you say FedEx there. And so I got your answers, and nice to have you with us this morning, Mike. Break with you. Let's go ahead and see if we can get another visitor in there that was listening and that I heard earlier this morning. I hope you're still in there with us. W5 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra. W5FBS up in Oklahoma. WB5DRI. You might give us your name, over. W5FBS, you're up. WA6LJS relay. Well, I'm not hearing him now. I was hearing him strong earlier, so he must have moved on. We'll give him a 73s and maybe come back and give him a call again, try him again later. Let me go to Les down in Florida. WB4LES. Les, you're up with a good 5-7 signal with me here in San Antonio this morning. WB5DRI. Good morning again.
Good morning from chilly Florida. It was 25 degrees this morning in central Florida, just about an hour north of Tampa. So anyway, we're going to have to disqualify ourselves to answer the question because we flew for one of the airlines that purchased Flying Tigers, and we rode on Flying Tigers. We rotated out of Thailand during the Vietnam War from Utapao. So anyway, we kind of know the answers on that one. So anyway, we don't have a lot to add. I was going to bring up an interesting document I found from the War Department in May of 1939 from General Hap Arnold about the flying risks of older pilots, and they were going to reclassify any pilot over 47 years of age was not allowed to fly at night, single pilots, or drill. They didn't want to lose the good guys that had some experience. Kind of interesting things, and this was prior to World War II. Over.
Okay, Les, did you turn it?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm finished back to net.
Okay, Les, real fine. Well, WB4LES, WB5DRI. Well, good to hear you this morning, Les. Your signal is very close to 5.8, so you've come up a little bit. Sounding great on my radio here this morning from Florida, and we're sure happy to have you back in there with us. And very good on the information there. I don't know. That's kind of interesting about older pilots flying at night. I don't think that makes that much difference anymore. Anyway, I think you have the same feelings about that. So I think we're in agreement there on that for sure, Les. But anyway, good to hear you, and good to have you back in there with us into the group. We haven't heard you in a while, I think. Break with WB4LES. Let's go to another Mike up in, wait a minute. I'm right. Chief Mike up in near Oklahoma City. WW5ENZ. What do you think about these questions there, Mike? Good morning. WB5DRI.
Okay, WB5DRI and the net. This is WW5ENZ here in Oklahoma City. It's a nice, cool day here, but actually it's warmer than it's been in 3 days. It sounds like the cold has moved on down towards Florida anyway. As far as the questions go, these guys, I went to UT and got an MBA in aeronautics. And these are some of the things that we talked about a lot, and we did, papers on, and we studied them and stuff. feel bad about answering it, but I'll go ahead. But I'll also go ahead because that was a long time ago. You know, that's 20 years, so I guess I didn't specifically talk about this, so I'm going to just say I'm going to go with B and C. Yeah, that's it for me. So anyway, we'll see. And Leon, great job. I appreciate all the stuff. And thanks for the question yesterday, too. That was a pretty neat one. And we'll catch you again. I think, guys, I think next week, I think I've got the Tuesday night net on the 40 meters. So we'll see how that works out, too. Anyway, everybody take care. But I'll be here to the bottom. WW5DNZ. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Mike, very good. WW5DNZ. Well, you're S9 with me here in San Antonio, Mike. Good signal there from Oklahoma City. Always good to hear you, and you're usually always moving in here. So we've got a pretty good path this morning, and I hope all is well with you up there, and it's not too cold for you guys. But got your answer there. Bravo, bravo. Well, let's break with you, and let's go out to Peoria, Arizona, to John, and hope all is well with you and yours there, John. W7AJ, and good morning, WB5DRI. John, are you there? W7AJN, WB5DRI, you're up, sir. WA6LJS, can you try him for me? WB5DRI.
Yeah, what's the call? I got a phone call here. What's the call?
W7AJN, John out in Peoria.
Wilco, W7AJN. John, you're up at WA6LJS relay.
W7AJN, WW5DNZ relay. You're up, John.
No, nothing heard here.
Okay, guys, thanks. We'll come back to him and try him again a little later. He may have had something that came up there. Well, break with him, and let's go to our net logger guy and our author of the questions this morning. Lee, thanks again, and good morning. You're up, sir. N5BE, WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, N5D. Good morning, Brian. And good morning to everyone in the net. Boy, you got a big list for Saturday. It's been a busy morning on NetLogger. Yeah, my inspiration for this was twofold. One of the aircraft in the first question flew right over the house earlier this week. It was a Finnair going direct DFW to Helsinki, and just a beautiful airplane. And even though it's got a Rolls-Royce engine on it, but just a stunning looking aircraft. And I got a FedEx, not FedEx, but a Flying Tiger story. Our first trip to China in 1984, we took two Val 214STs, those are 18-passenger helicopters, to HACO, the maintenance arm of Cathay Pacific Airlines at the old Kai-Tak Airport. Flying Tiger on the 747F flew them in. The captain for Flying Tiger, I wish I had his name, very condescending individual. You know, they're my little helicopter friends. You know, in the sucky ways. We said, hey, you know, we're going to have one of these ready to go in about 2 days, 3 days at the most. You know, why don't you come on by during your layover and visit with us? So, yeah, about that time, you know, I got some shopping. I mean, he wasn't really interested. So he shows up with his first officer, and they sit in the cockpit of the helicopter, and his jaw drops. You know, he says, "You got more in everything, more than I have, better than I have." You know, we had a color we had Laura NC, we had GNS 500, we had dual VOR. I mean, we had it out the wazoo. He couldn't believe it. And he says, what do you do with all this stuff? And we said, well, we got to find an oil platform 240 miles out in all kinds of weather. You know, our minimums are like, I forget what it was, like a quarter mile, 700 feet. It was crazy. And so he says, you're nuts. We said, well, we got to find this platform because that's our fuel to get home. And he goes, oh my God, no, not for me, not for me. And he just couldn't believe it. So anyway, that's my Flying Tiger story. And I guess he left with a nice load of Hong Kong stuff going back to the U.S. So that's it for today, Brian. We'll have another last question tomorrow. So we'll enjoy that one. WB5DRI, N5DE.
Yeah, N5DE, WB5DRI. Well, great story there, Lee. I enjoyed that very much. And I have been to Kai Tak Airport. I think the last time was one and only, and last time was 1968. It was a while ago. But anyway, yeah. Hong Kong is an interesting place, and a very, very great story there, Lee. I don't think I'd want to fly a helicopter out to try to find an oil platform in bad weather. But all that stuff that you're talking about there on the helicopter definitely would help with that whole process. I think you would have to have that kind of thing to do it, and then it still would be a little dicey. But very good on everything, Lee, and thanks again for the questions this morning. We'll break with you, and we'll keep it moving here. Let's go to one of our members out in Pennsylvania there this morning. That would be Scott, K3VAN. Scott, you're up for the net. Good morning, WB5DRI.
Yeah, WB5DRI. This is K3VAN. Ron, my radio check is if you're copying me at all. This is K3VAN. Over.
Yeah, I'm copying you, Scott. I'm hearing you well on the SDRs, and you're about a 5.4, almost a 5.5 on my radio. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks a lot, Brian. And you're S9 out here in Pennsylvania, so you've got a really good signal today. Well, I won't keep it really short. I've got to jump off the net here in about 5 minutes, but I did want to, the question, I really have very little idea. I was familiar with some of the history of Flying Tigers just because of knowledge we needed coming up through the Air Force ranks, and of course Flying Tigers is an important part of our history. But I don't know who purchased them. I don't know if Lee gave it away when he said FedEx, but anyway, I'll go with B and B just as a wild guess, And I'll turn it back to you there, Brian, WB5SCR-K3, Victor Alpha November.
Okay, Scott, very good. K3VAN, WB5DRI. Well, good to hear you this morning, Scott. Good to have you with us this morning in Pennsylvania there. Hope it's not too cold for you guys. And I got your answers there as Bravo. And, yeah, I remember seeing different, the Flying Tiger airlines around the world in different places, especially during the Cold War years. So anyway, thanks for that, Scott, and thanks for joining us this morning. And we'll give you a 73 since you indicated that you might not be able to stick around for but about 5 minutes. So thanks for joining us, Scott. Break with you. Let's go to one of our members out in Sparks, Nevada there. KF7GJO, our ops officer. Carl, good morning. You're up here. WB5DRI. From the Tourism
Southwest Nevada. Of course, you've heard that a lot over the last month. Normally this morning we had a cloud cover which helped keep down overnight. Hey, I've been working real hard on a new truck recently, the last month. A 5-wheeler. It's starts during and after World War II, the European theater of World War II, requires a ton of research for so anybody out there would be curious to read a trailer shoot me off an email and I'll send you a PDF copy of the opening. That's how I go up here. Of course, this is historically accurate. Okay, on to your question. We just boiled it down to one or the other. So we didn't talk about Boeing, but it reminds me of the old phrase, Boeing, I ain't going. And after all the problems they've had with the truck jets, and some other things that kind of makes you want to say, if it's Boeing, I ain't going. Anyway, on to the question. It's an interesting question. I've got to just drop down to the bonus question, actually, for a process of elimination there. And the name that keeps jumping off like a printer screen at me is the Airbus A350 and FedEx. So that's going to be my choice, B and D. Looks like a living line, but it didn't maybe pass glanced over at the after there. So, buddy, you got a good net going this morning. Of course, you always do, Brian. You do a great job. Well, we didn't see the end, and back to you, buddy. WB5DRI DJ. Okay, Carl, KS7 GJO, WB5DRI. Well, you almost came up to S8 with me this morning, Carl. So, very good signal here this morning in San Antonio. Good to hear you, as always. And I'm enjoying your book, The Indomitable Patriot, The Aviators. And this spy thriller sounds like an interesting one as well. I'd be interested in reading your trailer there for sure. So I'll send you an email about that. And we got your answers there. It's bravo, bravo. So very good. Let's keep it moving here. Let's go to my neighbor, very close in Bulverde, Texas, just a few miles up the road from me here. W5PIX, Cliff. Good morning again. You're up, sir. WB5DRI. WB5DRI, W5PIX, and let me tell you, that speaker that Charlie's there. We're listening to some of the other guys that I don't quite hear on the butternut, but that's what we're on right now. And you sounded good this morning, and of course a lot of others are too. On the question, well, I guess I'm going to have to follow the living line with B&B there. Bread and breakfast, there you go. And but anyways, just curious how much FedEx paid to get the Tigers Authority, but yeah, do remember the purchase of it. And yeah, I was still I got out of the Navy when FedEx did purchase them. So anyways, but I just about done soldering here, and the YL had to call, of course. Wanted to see if I wanted to go to Bulverde, and I'm still busy working on the amplifier here. So anyways, turn it back to you, Brian. I don't want to tie it up too much. Nobody needs to listen to what I got to say. Anyways, back to you, Brian. WB5DRI, W5PIX. Okay, Cliff, very good. W5PIX, WB5DRI. Well, I'm copying you on the SDRs this morning, Cliff. I think we're just a little too close for the radio, but you might have been on the radio, but very, very light there, of course. But got your answers there. Bravo, bravo. And good luck with that amplifier there. Too bad Jennifer's not around to help you fix that thing. I'm sure she could fix it pretty quickly, figure out exactly what it needs and fix it for you. But she's busy, I think, taking care of her sister and her mom quite a bit. So we look forward to hearing KF5HCD back on our net here. She's our webmaster and does a great job with that as well in one of the net controls. So anyway, Cliff, let's keep it moving. Have a good day there, and our regards to Miss Bonnie there. Brink with W5PIX, and we already gave KF0OPE Mike 73. Let's go to our YouTube live stream guy, and also one of our net controls, Charlie in Cartersville, Florida. Cartersville, Georgia. They're close, but Georgia is what I'm talking about there. But K4YDE, good morning, Charlie. You're up, sir. WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Brian. Morning to all the flyers out there. Brian, yeah, it's as cold as it's been here. I think I would rather be in Florida, no doubt about that. But I'm stuck here right now. It's 39 degrees. Actually, it's supposed to get up near 50 today. So I'm just really looking forward to that because we've been getting up into the 40s, and that's about it. So, but there's a little chance of rain coming up the next week or so. So right now they're not saying much, just not a lot of rain, but anyway, rain. Right now conditions are pretty good here. QRM is a little high. I'm trying to filter them out as far as I can. I think I've gone about as far as I can go to see if that works a little bit better. But anyway, as far as the question goes, I think I'm going to have to pass on that because I do know the answers. So that wouldn't be fair, would it? Anyway, turn it back to you, Brian. WB5DRI, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Okay, Charlie, very good. K4YDB, WB5DRI. Well, Charlie, here's your usual 5-9 here in San Antonio. Booming signal. Very good to hear you this morning, and thanks again for all you do there with live stream on YouTube. We really appreciate that. And yeah, hope the weather is warms up a little bit for you in the coming days here. It may, since it's going to warm up here for us this week, starting really tomorrow and the rest of the week. Actually, it's warming up a little bit today, and so we'll take it. I'm going to be uncovering my plants again until winter comes back for us again. But anyway, thanks again, Charlie. Brink with you. Let's go to our commander up near Boise and see how much snow he's digging out from his homestead up there. K1BOB, good morning, Bob. You're up, sir. WB5DRI.
Good morning, Brian. All the flyers in the net this morning. It's cold here. No new snow, though. Just old snow and ice. About a foot high, so it makes pulling anything hard. So obviously haven't been out to the tech screen to fix it. So I'm running a wire here. Thought I'd give Bill's radio a break today. Dale, thanks for bringing in Don this morning. Charlie for doing the live stream, very, very helpful. And Lee, especially for a question. Also on the net market with a huge list. I'll be quick. Yeah, I think I figured this one out before you said it. Yeah, put me down for BB. That sounds the most logical. I had it down to two answers on each one, and so very good on everybody. And that is about it here. Just down to Boise yesterday with Lynn, had lunch out. Cheryl, and had a good time seeing home.
Yes, the frequency's in use. There's a net in progress. This is WB5DRI. Thanks for asking.
Taking my e-reads here and watching a little TV and reading. So we do a lot better this morning. Anyway, the Flex is going just back to Flex. Not real happy about my endeavor with them for 5 years.
and your radio just decides to go belly up. This is K1BOB. Thanks again, Brian. Great man. I'll be quick. Back to you, sir. K1BOB.
Okay, Bob, K1BOB, WB5DRI. Well, you're pretty good with me this morning, Bob. Not quite as strong as you usually are. I think you're about a 5'6", almost a 5'7", so pretty good signal, though. But good to hear you this morning, and we got your answers there as bravo, bravo. And yeah, I'm glad you guys are getting a lot of snow right now. And I know you have plenty. You get plenty of opportunity to move that snow around up there and move it off of your driveway and your sidewalk and everything else there. So, but anyway, good to hear you, Bob, and we'll keep it moving here. Break with you. Let's go to my older brother Dale again. W5OG. Thanks for all your help with Don this morning with K0ZNC Dale on the Echo Link, and you're up, sir. WB5DRI. What's happening up in Mineola?
Well, we're busy as little beavers here, Brian. Good morning to you and to all the folks on the net. W5OG Dale here in sunshiny, bright. It's going to be a nice day. This is definitely the January thaw. And we're going to be, I think, in the low 60s today, so it'll be very, very nice. Good question. I enjoyed the question. I'm always amazed at Don right out of the box. You know, when if you don't have any idea on the question, just look to see what how he guessed. And I know that he didn't have time to look anything up or anything, and he gets them right a lot. And congratulations to him for that. But well, I'm not going to say that that's right, but I believe that. I'm going to go along with it. Bravo, bravo. We'll see how it comes out. It's interesting that today you've got an ex-UPS pilot and an ex-FedEx pilot, so we're right at home with this question there. Anyway, and I won't expand on that anymore, but we can talk about it later, I suppose. And yeah, we had a good. I was glad to see Mike in here, my son-in-law, this morning, using my radio. And yeah, Bob, you would be welcome to use it. K1BOB anytime you want, but you'd have to get in there before he did this morning. And only two of us can use it at the same time. So, but it worked out well to have Mike come in and join us. He's busy on his Saturdays. I know that. He takes full advantage of his days off. Anyway, back to you, Brian. I'll be here at the bottom. If Don is still in here, I'll be glad to bring him in for the 73 round. WB5DRI, W5OG, back to net.
Okay, Dale. W5OG, WB5DRI. Well, 100%, of course, on the SDRs, Dale. Super signal as usual there from Mineola. And we got your answers there as bravo, bravo. So very good. Let's keep it moving here. Let's get we'll break with you, Dale. Let's go to my neighbor to the east out in Belleville, Texas. W4PUO, Lee. Good to hear you this morning. You're up, sir. WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, W4PUO. Good morning again, Brian, and good morning to all the flyers. Yeah, we are neighbors, and we're just about, a couple of 3 hours different. But we were over in San Antonio last couple of weeks ago. We had a preparation for a wedding coming up. So we just married off a granddaughter here about a month ago, and we have another one coming up in a couple of weeks. So I'll be over in San Antonio again. We really enjoy the northern part of the city there. My son lives up in the Cedar Canyon area, and we're looking forward to the trip again. I
don't know about the conditions where you are, but we've got about 55, 60 degrees this morning, and still a little chill in the air, but it's a lot better than it was. We're overcast, expecting rain here maybe tonight, and in the next few days, and of course we're always glad to have a little bit of that. My answer to your question is Bravo, Bravo. Not because I really know anything, but it seems like a good answer, Brian. And I'm going to be one and done. I've got some things I can need to do in the house here. So thanks for doing the net, and thanks for inviting in our new guys here. And I'll say hello to Les, WB4LES, right now. I heard you on earlier, sir. So you all have a good day, and we'll be catching you tomorrow. W4PUO, 73.
Okay, Lee, W4PUO, WB5DRI. Well, 73 is to you, sir. Have a great day there, and congratulations on your granddaughter getting married there, and getting ready for another granddaughter to be married. I have one granddaughter, and she's not close to getting married yet, but I imagine it won't be too many more years, and she'll be doing that as well, but I'm not sure when. But anyway, very good on everything there, Lee, and we got your temperature there. You're a little warmer than we are. We're only up to about 52 right now, but we are supposed to get up to about 60 here. So anyway, 73s, Lee. Did you, I didn't get your answer on the question. Did you have an answer?
Bravo, Bravo.
Okay, Bravo, Bravo. Very good, Lee. Good to hear you this morning. Have a great day there in Belleville. 73s. Break with you. Let's go to another one of our Texas neighbors here, a little further north in Belton, Texas. KG5PTE, James. Good morning, sir. You're up. WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, KG5PTE. Good morning, Brian. Thanks for running the net. I hope you got the SDR turned on, because I got the hex beam up a little bit higher than I had weeks ago. I got it back due north and got some work done on it. Got it where it won't be rotating inside of the mast anymore, so it should be straight on north. And I've got it pointed due north, so you're on the back side of my beam, so hopefully you hear me. Anyway, I'm going to Bravo on the answer as well. Actually, one of the other guys, I think it was Mike, W5TU, that went with the bonus question as his primary answer. So Bravo for the bonus question, so that would correlate to Bravo for the primary answer. So put me down for Bravo, because it does make
the frequency's in use, so man, isn't it, in progress?
And all next week, and if everything goes right, this time next weekend, I'll be packing the SUV to head to Holiday in Holiday, Florida, to stay with Bob for a few days, and then we're going to head over to the Hamcation, and then do a little messing around Florida for a couple of days, and then I'll be heading back the next week after that. So a little over a 2,000-mile round trip in my future here coming up in the next couple of weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, a lot of flus and
frequencies in use, man. Net progress.
Kind of been doing the old COVID trick again, and just
frequency in use.
Hopefully that will work out for field best. And I've been doubling up on my vitamin C, so I would recommend it right now, because Brian, there's a lot of norovirus going around, and it's rampant. So
I heard a frequency in use. Sorry, and have fun.
Okay. All right, I'll turn it back to Net, and I'll be here for the 73 round and the Echo Lake round. WB5DRI, KG5PT. Thanks for running the net. And by the way, I am on the ICOM 7300 this morning on 100 watts.
Okay, James, KG5PTE, WB5DRI. Well, your 100 watts is doing well for you. I'm hearing you mostly on the SDR, but very good signal there, and that's your answer there, James, is Bravo, and congratulations
congratulations on getting ready to go down to Hamcation to visit with Bob, KQSJP, down there in Florida, and some other hams. And I know you guys will have fun doing that. I envy you that. That's going to be great. But anyway, drive safely when you do make that 2,000-mile trip there, James. But good to have you with us this morning, James. Break with you. Let's go out to Las Cruces, New Mexico, to WB5DRI. Joe, good morning again. You're up here, WB5DRI.
Yeah, WB5DRI and the Flyers, W5DRI. Good morning, Brian. Thanks for running the net. Kind of an overcast, well, not really overcast, high clouds, so it's brought up the temperature. It's just turned freezing here, 32. We had a low of, I'm looking at that. We had a low of 22. We're supposed to get up to 63, so, boy, what a difference. No rain in the forecast. We can always use the rain. Anyhow, I'm going to go with the lemons for Bravo, Bravo, and I'm going to be here at the bottom. WB5DRI, W5ABI.
W5ABI, WB5DRI. Well, good to hear you this morning, Joe. You're 10 over here in San Antonio this morning. Beautiful signal there, beautiful audio. And we got your answer there. It's Bravo, Bravo. So very good. And glad it's not too bad for you. I guess it's still a little cool there, but anyway, stay on the warm side of the door, and we'll get you in here on the 73 round there, Joe. Break with you. Let's go to John out in Habul. Thanks for all your help this morning, John. What's happening out there? WA6LJS. Good morning again. WB5DRI.
Yeah, good morning, Brian in the net. This is WA6LJS, where it's 50 degrees and kind of poor air quality. We've got that border fire going about 25 miles south of me, and we're still on a red flag warning here, but it looks like it's going a different direction, thank goodness. It's a pretty big fire. It's 6,500 acres, and they've got a lot of evacuations down in that area. But so far, we're just in a warning up here, and it doesn't look. It's not windy. Thank goodness. If this fire had happened a week ago when we had heavy winds here, it would have been really serious. But it's only 10% contained, but there's a lot of aircraft flying around, a lot of helicopters all night long. There was choppers going there in and out, and thank goodness it's right near a big reservoir there, so they can fly down and fill their tanks from the reservoir and then fly right over to the fire there. But it's starting to cause a pollution problem. There's a lot of gray in the sky from the smoke and everything here. Anyway, other than that, things are going right. I've still got my Hicks team cranked down to 25 feet because of the last week when we had the heavy winds, and it seems to perform quite well at the low altitude. The only problem I've noticed is SWR goes up a little bit. But I'm going to leave it down because I'm not sure how the wind situation is going to go here. We're supposed to get rain tonight and tomorrow, so hopefully we get the rain and that'll get that fire out of control too. Answer to the question, I was going to go with Alpha, but we're looking at the strong lemming line. Put me down for BB, Bravo also. So back to you, Brian, and thanks for running things. WB5DRI, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, WA6LJS, WB5DRI. Well, you're solid S9 with me this morning, John. Very good signal here. That X-beam does just as well. Sometimes it does better for you at a lower level there. So amazing. That's such a great antenna for sure. But we'll find on everything. Sorry to hear about the fires out there.
I hope they get all that under control and all those fires out. I know California is struggling with all that, and hopefully they'll change their policies out there that will prevent that kind of thing in the future. Anyway, got your answers there, John. Bravo, bravo. Let's keep it moving here. Let's go to another Florida station. I think he's only on 100 watts this morning, but I was hearing him well even on the radio here this morning earlier. So, Bob, down in what? K2SJP. Good morning again, Bob. You're up, sir. WB5DRI.
WB5DRI. This is K2SJP. And good morning to you, Brian. Good morning to all the flyers and yacht world here at the home PPH in Lutz, Florida. Lutz or Lutz, I say Lutz. Many people say Lutz. So, weather over here has been very cold. We had a low of 38 degrees the other day. Yep, 38 here in Tampa, Florida. And running 50 degrees right now. It's slowly warming up, and I think in a couple of days we'll be back to normal. It's nice and sunny, but it's really feels chilly outside. We had rain yesterday, so it's pretty damp out there. So that's weather. Of course, I'm glad I'm towards the end here. Otherwise, I would have recused myself. So, of course, the 10th anniversary aircraft is the A350. And, of course, FedEx is the purchaser of Flying Tigers in 1989. And I had the privilege of meeting many of the original Flying Tiger guys that merged in with FedEx. So my answer, of course, is bravo, bravo. And let's see what else. We're not running the amplifier because when I hit the PCXL button, it won't come up. It gives me it says that I'm on the wrong network, and it just doesn't come up. So I'm able to run just the 6400. All of that seems fine, and internet seems pretty good. I got a method of bypassing the problem that we were discussing, and I was able to do that. So it sure works. I'm able to get back on the air. So I just have to find out what's going on, why my PCXL amplifier doesn't like the network that it's on. So we'll see what happens with that. So back to you, Brian. Thank you for running the net. Great job as usual. And we'll be here till the end, and then over on Echolink. WB5DRI, K2SJP.
Okay, Bob, real good. K2SJP, WB5DRI. Well, you're a solid F8 with me this morning, Bob. Your 100 watts is doing a great job for you there. And I know you want to get that PGXL working there on your station again, but I'm sure you'll get it. It's just a matter of settings, I guess, there on all that. It's a shame that that's a little complex to get set up sometimes. I guess once you get it all working right, then you have the profile, and it always stays pretty much the same, and then you're golden. But anyway, I hope you get that fixed, and got your answers there. Is bravo, bravo, and very good on knowing some of the first Flying Tiger pilots there. That's fascinating stuff. That must have been interesting talking to some of those folks. And on your weather there, I hope that Florida didn't lose too much of their citrus crop there.
It always makes the prices go up if you guys get hit with too bad of a winter storms down there. So I hope it wasn't too bad this time, but for everybody down there, I hope it's not too bad. But I know you get some good weather in the wintertime like we do here in San Antonio. So anyway, good to hear you this morning, Bob. We'll break with you. Let's go out to California to Jim out in Corona. W6WAY. Good morning again, Jim. WB5DRI. You're up, sir.
Good morning, Brian. WB5DRI. This is W6WAY. And let's see. The sky is clear. But we have a 25% chance of rain tonight. But tomorrow it's going to be 75%. And anyway, it's going to warm up to 60 degrees today, Dave. But I don't think we're going to get any rain today. 25% is not very much. Anyways, let's see. What else is going on here today? Did I say it was going to warm up to 60? That's pretty cool for us. It's been about 60, 68 all week long. And let's see, my answer is Bravo. And that's in the season, Brian. WB5DRI is a group W8.
Okay, Jim, very good. W6WAY, WB5DRI. Well, you're about a S5, about a 5.5 with me here this morning, Jim. Good signal on the radio, and then hearing you well on the SCRs also. So very good. And got your answer there is Bravo. So good to hear you this morning, Jim. Let's keep it moving here. Break with you. Let's go up to Washington State to Russ, K8AF. You're up, sir. WB5DRI. Good morning.
WB5DRI K8AF. Good morning, Brian. Thanks for running the net. You got a good signal. Everyone's got a pretty good signal today in Central Washington. 18 degrees, beautiful blue skies. Probably get up to mid-30s today. So good question. I'm pretty sure it's Bravo, like everyone else seems to be doing. And hope everyone has a good day. I'll say 73 because I got to run out and babysit for my daughter today. So she and her husband and a couple of the older kids are going to go run some errands. So I'm going to watch the babies for them for a little bit. So hope everyone has a good day, and we'll talk to everybody later. WB5DRI K8AF.
Okay, Russ, very good. K8AF, WB5DRI. Well, you're about an S8 with me this morning, Russ. Good signal into San Antonio. And I got your answers there as Bravo, and 73s there. I completely understand about helping your kids out there by babysitting some of the grandkids. We watched a couple of our grandsons this past week while my son was out of town with his wife having an operation up in the DFW area. And so we were over there all week. So I haven't been on the radio in about a week, but it was sure fun to be with two of our grandsons there just north of San Antonio here. And they actually live in a subdivision called Fallbrook, but it's very close to Bernie, Texas. Not quite to Bernie, but definitely north of where I live here in San Antonio. So anyway, very good, Russ, and 73 to you, and have a great day there. Break with you. Let's go to John, K8YO.
down in Florida. John, good morning. WB5DRI. Okay, John, very good. I think you turned it there. You're a little light on my radio, but I was hearing you pretty well, very well on the SDRs there. So if you got to get out of there, I understand. 73 to you, and we got your answers there as Bravo, Bravo. And have a great day down there in Florida. But thanks for joining us this morning, John. Break with KYO. Let's go out to Utah to KB7LAK. Justin, good morning. WB5DRI.
Good morning, Brian. Wow, there's a long list here on Saturday. That's crazy. There's a lot of folks. Wow, we're all out of time, so we'll have to pass my 73s as well. Well, welcome to Winter Field Day. I'm going to get out there and get setting up and go do some transmit. So anyway, put me down for Bravo, Bravo. I don't know for sure. I'm just going to trust that everybody's right, and we'll go with that. But great signal today, and good to hear everybody in there. Good morning, Flowers, and we'll look for you again. This is KB7LAK, 73s all.
Okay, Justin, very good. Got you down for Bravo, Bravo, and I'm hearing you pretty well on the radio this morning. So 73s to you. Have a great day there near Ogden. And we'll look for you the next time. Break with KB7LAK. Let's go up to Washington State to Bob, W7ASH. Bob, good morning. WB5DRI. Stand by, Sonny. Go ahead, Bob. W7ASH, WB5DRI. Frequency's in use, old man. There's a net in progress. Okay, Bob, very good. 100% on everything there. W7ASH, WB5DRI.
Good to hear you this morning, Bob. We got your answers there as Bravo and Bravo, and 73 to you, sir. Break there. I want to get Sonny in there from Oahu. Aloha and mahalo for checking in with us this morning, Sonny. King Henry 6, Charlie Bravo, WB5DRI.
Roger, Brian, WB5DRI, King Henry 6, Charlie Bravo. And I do apologize for everything I'm late. And the reason for that is that we just got daybreak. We just got daybreak about 10 minutes ago. So we don't hear anybody on the radio until we get a little daybreak on this side, Brian. Thank you for picking me up, and aloha to you and to all. Everybody have a nice day, and aloha from Hawaii. WB5DRI, King Henry 6, Charlie Bravo. Aloha, 783.
Okay, Sonny, King Henry 6, Charlie Bravo, WB5DRI. Well, you're about a 5.5, almost a 5.6 with me, Sonny. I think your signal's coming up there because of daybreak. But mahalo for checking in with us, and 73s, have a great day there in paradise, Sonny. Very nice to have you in there with us this morning. Break with King Henry 6, Charlie Bravo. That is the bottom of the list as I have it. I do want to recognize two of the people that are out there listening. I think there's probably some others as well, but Ray, WB2JJO in New Jersey, thanks for riding along and listening with us this morning, Ray. And also Norm up in Illinois, November 9, Kilo Juliet November, N9KJN, who's also receive only this morning. Good to have you guys out there listening with us this morning, and we look forward to hearing you here on the net. That is the bottom of the list as I have it. Did I miss any stations as we went through the list here? This is WB5DRI. Please call now. The Papa November Yankee station, go ahead.
Whiskey 5 Alpha November Yankee.
Oh, Alan, Whiskey 5 Alpha November Yankee, W5ANY. Alan, good morning, Alan. Go ahead and take your turn. WB5DRI.
Okay, I just tuned in as soon as I could, but I wanted to say hi to you on the net. And since I have no contribution on that. Now I've got to bring the road. We got to do it soon enough this time. And otherwise, just keeping on with life. Over.
Okay, Alan, W5ANY, WB5DRI. Well, good to hear you this morning, Alan, and congratulations on getting that other antenna up there. And you're sounding great here with me. Of course, we're pretty close to each other, of course, but I'm glad you're doing well, and good to hear you there this morning. So anything else for us this morning, Alan? W5ANY, WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, W5ANY. Nope, just wanted to drop by and say hi. I couldn't get in for the start, so I thought I'd just get in when I could. Over.
Okay, well, we're happy to have you in there with us, Alan, and glad you're doing well this morning. Let's go ahead and I can go ahead and give the answers to the questions right quick, and then we can go for a quick 73 round. I know there's a lot of folks working the winter field day that would probably like to get on the frequency here eventually, I guess, when we get done. But anyway, the questions this morning that Lee had, the airliner that celebrated its 10th anniversary of revenue flight recently, that was designed to take on a rival aircraft in the marketplace, and it is a beautiful airplane. Its looks and performance have won a big segment in the airline fleet industry there. And the aircraft was actually the Airbus A350, and this aircraft has been in service since January 15 of 2015.
when the first A350-900 entered service with Qatar Airways. The A350-2000 entered service with Qatar Airways on February 24th, 2018. But the A350 first came along in 2015. So that was the answer to the first question. The second question, I think just about everybody got these questions right, of course, but very interesting about Flying Tiger Airline. And the question was, the Flying Tiger Airline was a U.S. flag carrier and first scheduled air freight operator. It actually, it was the first scheduled cargo airline in the United States and a major military charter operator that everyone will remember from the Cold War era for both cargo and personnel. And the personnel part of it was with leased aircraft that Flying Tigers had. But FedEx actually purchased the Flying Tiger line in December of 1988 and merged it into its operations in August of 1989. So the answer to the second question, of course, was FedEx, and that was the airline that purchased Flying Tiger Airlines. So anyway, hope everybody enjoyed those questions. I thought those were great questions there from Lee, and we thank him for that this morning. And let's go ahead with a quick 73 round and see who all's still around. Maybe we can get everybody in since a few folks have already checked out. Real quick 73 round, A0ZNC. Don, are you still with us? Can you bring in Don Dale, W5OG, WB5DRI?
Yeah, will do, Brian. Let me get set up here just 1 second. Don K0ZNC, go ahead for the 73 round, W5OG.
Thank you, Brian, for the net. Good questions. Enjoyed it. And didn't mean to start line, but I guess I did. With General say 73s, everybody have a good weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. 73s to all. Back to you, Brian. WB5DRI W5OG K0ZNC. 73s, everyone.
W5OG, back to net.
Okay, Don K0ZNC, WB5DRI. Well, 73 to you, Don, and congratulations on getting the questions right out of the box. I don't know how you do that either, but about 95% of the time you're right on the mark on the answers to the questions. But anyway, have a great day there, Don. Thanks for joining us. 73s. Break with you. Let's go to Mike out in Georgia. If you're still in there listening, Mike, KC4YCF in Georgia, also with the correct answers. You're up for the 73 round, Mike. WB5DRI. Well, he probably moved on. Let's try our Oklahoma station that was a visitor this morning. Whiskey 5, Foxtrot, Bravo, Sierra. Also with correct answers. You're up for the 73 round, WB5DRI. Well, he must have moved on also. Let's go to Les down in Florida. I think he might still be in there with us. WB4LES. Les, WB5DRI. You're up for the 73 round, Les.
Is anybody hearing Les? I thought I heard him, but it may have been just somebody working the winter field day. John, can you give Les a call? WB4LES, WA6LJS?
Yeah, we'll call WB4LES. Les, you're up. WA6LJS relay. No, I'm not hearing anything, Brian.
Okay, thanks, John. Yeah, he must have had something he had to do. Let's see if Chief Mike might still be in there. Also with the correct answers. WW5ENZ. Mike, you're up to the 73 round. WB5DRI.
He checked out, Brian.
Okay, Lee, thank you for that. Let's go to John out in Peoria and see if we can get him in there this time. W7AJN. John, you're up for the 73 round if you're still in there. WB5DRI. Well, I don't hear John, so I'm thinking that he had to go do something else also. Lee, N5BE, thanks again for the great questions this morning. You're up for the 73 round, Lee. WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, N5B. Well, congratulations, everybody. Well done. I'm very impressed. And like I said, tomorrow maybe a little more difficult. 2 more questions there. We'll see how that goes. Well done, Brian. Big crew today. You got through it all nearly, and looking forward to tomorrow. WB5DRI N5B 73.
Okay, Lee, 73 is to you, and we look forward to talking to you tomorrow there. Break with N5BE, and thanks again, Lee, for all your help on the net logger and also for the great questions this morning. Break with you. Let's go to, I think Scott checked out. That's K3VAN. Let's go out to Sparks, Nevada, to Carl, our ops officer. KF7GJO. Carl, you're up for the 73 round. WB5DRI.
I'm not good, Brian. Hey, fantastic. Enjoyed it. Had a good time. So they're going to have a win today, and we'll be just surprised in tomorrow. WB5DRI, KF7GJO.
Okay, Carl, 73 is to you. Have a great day there in Sparks. Break with KF7GJO. Let's go to W5PIX, Cliff, my neighbor to the north. Also with the correct answers, Cliff, you're up for the 73 round. WB5DRI. Well, I'm not hearing Cliff. He may have had something he had to do with Miss Bonnie there. We'll break with him. Let's go to Charlie out in Cartersville. Thanks again for your live stream on YouTube, Charlie. And you're up, sir. K4YDB, WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, K4YDB. Well, thanks, Brian. Good net today. You had a good turnout. Conditions held up pretty good over here. I was trying to filter out as much as I could over here for the stream. But it sounded like it's a pretty good net, though. Anyway, 73s, everybody. Everybody have a good one, and we will look for you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit more difficult because that's when field day is going to be shutting down. And that's going to be running for a couple hours, so we may have a little problem then. Anyway, 73s, everybody. K4YDB, back to net.
Okay, Charlie, K4YDB, WB5DRI. Well, thanks again, Charlie, for your live stream, and have a great day there, and stay on the warm side of the door there in Cartersville. Break with K4YDB. Let's go to our commander, K1BOB. Bob, you're up for the 73 round, WB5DRI.
Well, thank you, Brian. Thanks very much for doing a great job finding out the safety call. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, like they couldn't hear you. Anyway, 73 all the flyers. I will be on the info link. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Bob, we'll talk to you some more on Echo Link, but good to have you with us this morning, and
let's keep it moving here. We're getting a little long on time. We do have an Echolink node that, as Bob mentioned there, it's called, the conference node is called AFFC, and all stations are welcome to join us over there. If you have Echolink and you would like to join us at the conclusion of this 20-meter net, we go over to Echolink there, to that conference node. So very good. 73s to you for now, Bob. Break, and we'll talk to you some more on Echolink. Break with K1BOB. Let's go to my older brother there, Dale, up in Mineola. Thanks for all your help this morning, Dale. You're up for the 73 round. W5OG, WB5DRI.
Okay, Brian, mighty fine, good net, good question, enjoyed it. 7-3, everybody see you on Echolink. WB5DRI, W5OG.
Okay, Dale. Break with W5OG. Let's go to KG5PTE, James, up in Belton again, Belton, Texas. James, you're up for the 73 round, WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, KG5PT, 7-3, great net, and now we can yield the frequency to all the winter field day guys chomping at the bit to use up all the airwaves today. So hope they have a successful winter field day, and they'll have a good time today. I'll be on Echolink, KG5PT out.
Okay, James. 73s for now. We'll talk to you some more on Echolink there. Break with KG5PTE. Let's go to Joe out in Las Cruces. W5ABI. Joe, you're up for the 73 round. WB5DRI. W5ABI. Joe, are you there? WB5DRI.
W5ABI, you're there. You're up. WA6LJS.
Well, he must have had something he had to do there, John. Why don't you go ahead and take your turn? WA6LJS. WB5DRI.
Yeah, something must have come up because he was barreling in here. Well, very good, WB5DRI. This is WA6LJS. Very nice net today, Brian. Very Q5. I'm copying everybody locally. And I thought we'd have a lot of QR Mary due to the field day things, but we're not hearing much. It's pretty clear channel here. And we have an SWL shortwave listener, Joel, who I've been speaking with on the AIM window, and he's hearing everybody pretty good, and he's going to take his test and get his ticket at the end of February. So we'll be looking forward to talking with Joel when he gets his license there. Anyway, 7-3s, have a good one, everybody. I'm going to QSY over to Echolink after you close the net. WB5DRI, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, very good. WA6LJS, WB5DRI. Well, 73s to you for now, John. We'll talk to you some more on Echolink. And very good morning there to Joel Price and the folks that are shortwave listeners out there this morning. And we look forward to you getting your license there, Joel, and getting on here with us. So very good to have you out there listening to the net this morning. Break with you guys. Let's go to K2SJP, Bob, down in Lutz, Florida, however you pronounce that, Bob. You're up for the 73 round, WB5DRI.
WB5DRI. 73s, everybody. Thanks for running the net. Brian, you're coming in like gangbusters over here in Florida. See you guys over on Echolink, WB5DRI, K2SJP.
Okay, Bob, real fine. Thanks for the report there, and we'll talk to you some more on Echolink. Break with you. Let's go to W6WAY, Jim. Jim, you're up for the 73 round, WB5DRI.
Okay, this is WY. Please, everyone.
Okay, Jim, 73 to you. Maybe we'll talk to you some more on Echo Link there. That is the bottom of the list, almost the bottom of the list as I have it. Let me see if Alan might still be in there. W5ANY. Alan, you're up for the 73 round, WB5DRI.
WB5DRI, this is W5ANY. Yeah, I felt like I could stick around. Anyway, it's good having you in the
November 5, Golf Kilo.
You fine? So, 73 to everyone, and all the best. This is over.
Frequency still in use, old man. Okay, real fine, Alan. 73 is to you, Alan, and if you would like to and you have Echo Link, you're welcome to get on there with us on the conference node AFFC there, Alan. So 73 is to you, and the best regards to you and to Karen there. Break with W5ANY. That is the bottom of the list as I have it. Did I miss any stations, or do we have any last-minute check-ins here on the Air Force's Flyers Club Net before I shut down the 20-meter session? This is WB5DRI. Please call now. Well, I'm not hearing any, so we'll go ahead and call it a day here on 20 meters. 73s to all. God bless our troops. God bless America. And thanks to all the participants and all the relays and the folks who made this net possible. The net logger, through the net logger, Lee Bagan and 5PE, and on the live stream on YouTube, K4YDB. And thanks, guys, for all the relays and all the help with the net this morning. 73s to all. This is WB5DRI, now closing the Air Force's Flyers Club Net, returning the frequency to normal amateur use. WB5DRI clear.
Yeah, why do you feel like this is Kilo 1 Delta November? I'm going to sneak in.
Yeah, 73s, Justin.
About 20 minutes. 73s, have a great day.
How's propagation today, gentlemen?